He is having an opening night. Lamar laying it up for Hopkins. One hand! The veteran still got it! DeAndre Hopkins touchdown!
Oh, wow. That's it. Those contested throws, those balls on the sideline, in the end zone, he could end up being the difference.
Second down at 5, fake to Robinson. And now it's Robinson who makes the catch out of the backfield. Picks up a Falcons first down and more. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown!
Just look at how explosive he is when he gets in open space, gets right around Savasier Dennis. He has no chance, and he just runs right through the secondary of the Tampa Bay.
And on that drive, offensively, the Raiders showed from the offensive line to quarterback and receiver, they were on point, and it ended up in a touchdown.
Gibson on point for the Patriots.
Daniels surveying, rifles one deep as he inbounds. He is Chris Moore, who was just called up from the practice squad before the game.
Jaden Daniels on a design rollout. You've got Moore there on the right side of the field. Good pressure, but just leave him wide open down the field. Working on fly, just a deep square out, perfectly thrown ball.
I feel like the odds would have been pretty good on Ben Skoranek, first touchdown scorer.
Boswell kicks it off. Gibson now is the return man. Gibson. Oh, he slips through, but then slips down.
Was he touchdown?
The ball did pop free.
It's going so fast, he took himself down.
So there's a seam there, then runs into his own man.
See, I think that's actually a fumble if he lets go of the ball at the end, because nobody
Jets jumped
down. They got it, doesn't matter.
McCrary ball was on it.
When we're winning games, we're going to have that.
30 seconds to go here in the first. Fields, great protection. Deep ball on the way. Rainbow is caught. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. He beat Slay on the play.
The run game, we've been talking about how they're going to establish that. And then he goes up and over the top to his newly paid wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, with a beautiful pitch and catch for the Jets touchdown.
The catch a piece in the game. That's not going to cut it for Miami's offense. Two in trouble. He lost the football. And the Colts have it. And it's the former Dolphin, Xavier Howard, who recovers the loose ball. 2 turnovers in the last 3 snaps for Tagovailoa.
To other time zones this year. Second down off the play fake. Murray looking to throw. Murray looking long to the far side of the field, and it is caught. Marvin Harrison inside the 15-yard line.
Marvin Harrison flexed those new muscles. This is the matchup. Kool-Aid versus Marvin Harrison, and they're just hand fighting. That's legal. Look at him track the ball, though. That is what gets you drafted in the top 5 in the NFL. He's been doing that since he was a kid.
Beautiful throw. That spot was really close. Fields, sidearm toss, underneath pass. Hall, he's got blockers, and he's got speed. Breece Hall emerging to the 25. Juan Thornhill.
Flexing his muscles a little bit here. You got Breece Hall in the backfield. Why not use him? Just sling it out there and let his legs do the work. Slips a tackle there from TJ Watt and all the way down the sideline.
Colts take over at their own 42-yard line. Jones to the air on first down. Deep shot for Alec Pierce. Great adjustment. Was he inbounds? I think he was. What a catch by Pierce.
Let's see. And that's what you talked about, Andrew. There's the adjustment. Ball in hand. 1 down. 2 down. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And here's the thing. Everyone's talking about Daniel Jones.
Rodgers. And that ball knocked around and ends up in the hands of Metcalf. That was wild.
That was awesome.
Off the ricochet.
bobbled, hit by Sauce, hit by Cisco, hit by Jonnu.
Second down at 11. McBride goes in motion. Little pitch coming to Benson. And Benson breaks a tackle. He's along the sidelines. Kool-Aid McKinstry is all he has to beat with a stiff arm. And then he's wrapped up and taken down by Carl Granderson.
And Elijah Higgins, watch 84 all the way, ultimately seal this. This is why they play a bunch of that. Watch 84, right there. 84 got the corner. That's the force player. That's Yadam. He has to make that play. Logan, you got to make that play.
Good things happen. They converted and forced the fourth down.
Johnson back deep. What a kick. Taken at the 15 by Johnson. Out across the 30. Across midfield. Finally forced out of bounds by the punter Pinion. What a return by Cameron Johnson. 58-yard kick, 59 on the return.
It was a bomb down the field, but he truly outkicked the coverage, and you can see nobody was there. The gunners weren't there. No one could make a play.
A 30-yard punt inside their own 10. The Jags take over. Etienne is loose. That's still going. Travis Etienne. Can he go all the way? No. Christian Roseboom brought him down around the 15-yard line.
Watch this right here. Come across there, create an opportunity for your running back to get back to that backside. Right behind Strange. You know, everybody will talk about, hey, man, he had 3 catches in that first half, and he was dynamic for a lot of yards. But that's the thing that you love. Strange on the block, creating an opportunity for the running back to take it up between the tackles and make a big play.
Fields on fourth down. Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made. And the ball is jarred loose. Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
So 3rd and 20. They mark it at the 25. They bring 6. Smith underneath, and they get it. Thornton.
Sure what Davis is looking at. This is an all-out blitz, and it's, 3rd and a mile, and for some reason he bites on a slant and go, and Geno Smith was rolling out. I mean, that's one of those situations. You've got to understand what the situation is.
A 60-yard attempt. It would be a new career long for Boswell. For the lead, sweeps the leg, 60-yarder. He's got it. Pittsburgh goes in front with 1:03 on the clock. Consistent. 2-time Pro Bowler, and he nails it from long range.
Krosky Merritt outside. First down, maybe a lot more. All the way up to midfield.
Nothing fancy, just an inside zone. And he's going to bounce it out behind Ertz's block. And then he's off to the races. Lane makes a good block downfield. And this is why they felt like they could move on from Robinson. They thought Krosky Merritt.
Mayfield on first down, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown! Abuka with his 2nd of the game.
Back there's Abuka on the outside. Mike Evans takes up Jesse Bates, the safety. He bites on that and leaves Abuka one-on-one with Mike Hughes. Baker Mayfield with the ball placement. How many times did I say that today? The ball.
Inside the red zone. Rattler was 8 of 12 last year inside the red zone. It makes life easier when he gives it to Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. First score of the year for New Orleans.
But he did earn the trust of his defense.
Nix is looking deep downfield. Lost the ball as he banged into Simmons. And Tennessee may have it. Joseph Day's on top of it.
and Jeffrey Simmons makes the impact.
Well, we just mentioned it, Adam. A shot called is not a shot taken, and you got to understand how much time is on the shot clock. You can't take that much time and let Jeffrey Simmons come and wreck this game. That's a cardinal sin for a year 2 player. Getting his one-on-one matchup that we mentioned, I mean, that was perfect for Tennessee. Now it's their turn.
Going to give it to Samuel. End around. Looking for blocks. Gets him. Samuel is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
The competitiveness getting here, smelling the end zone. Oh, yeah, he's in. Get that pylon cam. Looking right down the line. Kingsbury with the fun play call right here, getting Samuel on the carry into open space. And when they get just an edge.
Yeah, she's the daughter of a former NFL All-Pro guard, Ron Stone. Here's Love, heaving it down the field. He's got his man, he's got Dobbs.
Talking about great athletes. This is an outstanding job. A tight split, widen them, and then take the roof off on a post route and perfectly thrown football. And look at Dobbs going right up. I talked to you, Jim. I said Dobbs has to be the guy. He's probably going to have the biggest game for these wide receivers if they're going to win versus.
And Denver does get the ball. Remember, in the beginning of the third quarter.
That's another reason why they probably should have been more conservative, Tennessee. Here's DK. Can he make something happen in special teams in his NFL debut? 7 seconds left, and DK's inside the 25. And how about that to help flip the game?
But it's the next play mentality for DK, making his presence known on special teams. They knew he has position flexibility at the wide receiver spot. He can play outside, he can play in the slot, but they love him.
Dobbs would be a guy they expect would come up big in this game, and he has so far. Here he is throwing to the end zone. He's got a touchdown pass to Jaden Reed. Packers on the board again.
Wicks is right here. He's going to set a pick, and you're going to see Reed come right outside. You know it's man-to-man, so all you got to do is make Arnold bubble around and take the wrong angle. And then it's an easy pitch and catch. And that is literally set up by Matt LaFleur.
Like a 3-hour highlight reel, because I mean, how do you just pick out a handful of plays with Devontae Adams?
Second down, 8, going deep. Oh, he's got him! Caught by Smith. Xavier Smith lassos a 36-yard Stafford throw.
Well, this is excellent time in the pocket, allowing Stafford to set up in there. You get a couple of runs early on, and then you get the play action, and you got a layered route. You had a short, a medium, you had outside and inside. That puts the pressure on the defense, and if you allow Matthew Stafford to sit back there.
And then ball security at a premium.
Speaking of which, here is a good run for R.J. Harvey, and there goes the rookie. In his NFL debut, an impact play all the way down to the 30 of Tennessee.
And watch him just bend this thing all the way, but this is exactly what they wanted. He's got the home run hitting ability, the big play ability. That's why they drafted him out of UCF. They love his trajectory and his ceiling. It is sky high. And he's going to learn. I'm going to put that ball on the outside arm and use my off arm, my inside right hand, to try and shove that defender off and get to the end zone.
With 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
Purdy's given time. Wants it all. Downfield. Pearsall's got it. Ricky Pearsall inside the 25. Biggest play of the day.
That's just a big-time double move there by Ricky Pearsall. And now if you're San Francisco, however I can, because I'm going for the win.
He swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tonjes, who had never caught a pass in the NFL, has caught 3 today, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1:34 left. Wow. Tonjes gets his chance, and man, does he take advantage of it.
Yeah, so they go empty. I don't blame them for throwing the ball. They're going for the win, and just Purdy's ability to keep the play alive.
With a minute 13, 2nd and 10. Darnold, one-on-one, Smith and Jigba! They went back to Smith and Jigba, and he beat Green. 41 yards to the 14.
The go-to guy all day has been Smith and Jigba. Watch, he sells the out, up, and just that double move. Ball's put on the money. And
They got to shore that up, and it will improve as the year goes on, and those will be catches.
2nd and 10. As Goff's being chased by Parsons. Look out! He's got him! His first sack as a Green Bay Packer.
They got a twist, another twist. You go up, under, and look at the effort, the speed, the closing ability, the bend. Micah.
First game is the OC here. Sends in a call for 2nd and 4. Darnold hit as he let it go. The ball is loose. The 49ers have it. It's Bosa. Nick Bosa and the 49ers closing the door on the Seahawks.
when Sam takes that handoff, watch where he hits. He hits right on the backside of Lucas, and that ball is out. We just said the one thing they can't have is a sack, and they get a strip, sack, fumble to all but end this.
Hit a couple plays ago. He's on a knee on the sideline right now. Here they bring it. They go to the end zone.
Wow.
Was that caught?
That's caught.
Hold on, we need to have a second look at that.
I think that's
Tesla, the rookie who pulled it down.
Incredible
Crazy.
catch. I think he had barely out.
Look at this.
Let's see. One in for sure. Two. His feet were in, but
third round
his
pick.
tutties just hit outside.
How about this? Are they high on this kid? Look at this.
I mean, his catch radius, that shows off his skill level. I was watching some of the plays and some of the catches he made. It's impressive. They're going to get him time. He just missed a little too much time.
So his first NFL catch.
1st and 10. Stroud. And he's got him underneath. It's caught by Ogunbowale. Fumbles the ball and it's loose. And it's recovered by the Rams. Big hit by Landman.
This time Ogunbowale, and you see the punch of Landman.
Fisk is the one to get it. Vacuums it in. But the play by the newest Ram defender, Nate Landman. The team's trading turnovers.
Wow. Well, and the Texans have all 3 timeouts, so this isn't over. All 3 timeouts. If they can...
Here comes the blitz. Cam Ward hit as he throws. That ball is loose. They're going to let it play through. It's Denver football no matter what. And the Broncos defense comes up yet again to help win the game in week 1.
Well, they're going to pop out the interior, bring it from the edge. And here comes the free rusher. I mean, these are so hard to decipher. That's exactly what they talked about. McMillan, knowing he can come off the edge and blitz, knowing Barron can make plays as a rookie.
Orchard Park ready for the last time in this stadium, a season opener. Off we go here from Orchard Park. From the 10, Codrington down the sideline. Near midfield as Luke pushes him out of bounds. So a great start for Buffalo. Terrific field position for the Bills offense. On second down, Allen looking. End zone, touchdown. In the traffic, Dalton Kincaid is there for 6.
There was a whole lot of hum baby on that one. Dalton Kincaid zipped it in front of the safeties, right behind the linebackers, and it was almost as if Josh Allen on that drive.
In the evolution over his now 8 seasons as the Ravens quarterback. Toss, Henry, through the secondary, Henry to the end zone, touchdown. The power running of Derrick Henry for 30 yards puts the Ravens on top.
And anytime you get on the back end, one-on-one tackling opportunities against Derrick Henry, you can just about forget about it. There really has not been anybody. He didn't even get to the legs. He just got to sort of the forearm shiver that Henry gave him there. And that's when he can be just so intimidating.
Finished the season with the AFC champion Chiefs last year. And now part of this Ravens outfit. Henry, patient, powerful, and taking off. Another big Derrick Henry run to the 20 and the 13-yard line. 51 on that carry for Henry.
Because they want 2 bites at the apple to try and tackle this big guy. That didn't work either. There were so many times in that playoff game, Mike, that when they were able to get him on the ground, one safety would hit from one side, the other safety from the other side. Look at the blockers they got down the field there. Roger Rosengarten.
Still remains the back. Jackson keeps left side. Got a great block from his tight end and takes it for the touchdown. Mark Andrews threw a great block. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have scored again with a long, quick drive.
Everybody's going this way back there, and now here comes Lamar out that way. And even if you do get these guys one-on-one, you can't tackle them. They're just so efficient.
So the Bills need about 38 to 40 yards in short order without timeouts. So it's a deep drop, and Allen buying time, ready to wing it downfield, and coming back to catch it is Shakir at the 46. No timeouts.
That was so good by Shakir. Watch him, and the way Mike described it perfectly. That ball was sort of floated up, almost thrown to a spot instead of to a guy. And Shakir's just going to come flying in the picture here and make a diving catch. That is tremendous. That guy has done so much catching the ball, yards after the catch, but you can tell Josh Allen just trusts him in a way he doesn't really anybody else on this offense.
Baltimore's going to take a timeout here and try to set the defense. Allen, no rushers, throws, and they get it and get out of bounds at the 25 with Kincaid. Off in time, here comes the blitz. Get rid of it to Cook. If he can get past that, he's got space. And there he goes! Cook, 20, 15, 10, what a run! Cook, down at the 1-yard line.
Is just so good. He's going to go Lester, right? So we're going to go that way. And if they come from the other way, wow.
Gain of 19, probably ran about 60 on that play. And here goes Henry. Quiet in the second half. Not anymore. Henry, another touchdown. Got it spread out. Only 2 Ravens pursuing, and Allen throws deflected and caught by Coleman on the tip for 6. And the Bills remain alive. And when he got here, once the minicamp started, he came back with ability, maturity, and he comes up